Most people think turning 40 means it's too late. But here's the truth. Reaching 40 without these 9 milestones is what actually breaks your financial future. And right now, most people are failing all 9. We're not talking about buying a Lamborghini or living in a mansion. These are real, basic financial wins that separate people who build wealth from people who simply survive paycheck to paycheck. And the scary part? You do not need a six-figure salary to hit these milestones. You just need to stop making the mistakes that keep most Americans broke well into their 40s. So let's break down all 9, what they are, why they matter, and exactly how to get there. Stick around because milestone number 7 is the one that changes everything. Milestone 1, your very first emergency fund. Not a big one, just $1,000 sitting in a savings account that you never touch unless something breaks. Sounds simple, right? But here's the data. 57% of Americans cannot cover an unexpected $400 expense without borrowing. That means a flat tire can destroy your entire month. $1,000 changes that forever. This is your financial seatbelt. It does not make you rich. It just stops a bad day from turning into a bad year. Before you invest a single dollar, hit this milestone first. Without an emergency fund, every unexpected bill goes straight onto a credit card. And that credit card charges 24% interest. That one car repair could end up costing you 3 times more over time. $1,000 is achievable in 30 to 90 days for most people. Cut subscriptions, pick up one extra shift, sell something unused. The method does not matter. Just make it happen. Once that first 1,000 is locked in, you move to milestone 2, eliminating high-interest debt. This is where most Americans are quietly bleeding money every single month without even realizing it. Credit card debt at 22 to 28% interest is not just bad, it is mathematically impossible to outinvest. You cannot earn 28% consistently in any market. So high-interest debt must die first. The average American carries $6,500 in credit card debt. At 24% APR, that is $1,560 per year in interest alone. Money that goes directly to the bank and never comes back to you. Use the avalanche method. List your debts from highest interest to lowest. Make minimum payments on everything else. Pour every extra dollar into the highest rate debt first. This saves the most money mathematically. Or use the snowball method, smallest balance first, for the psychological wins. Pay off one small card, feel the momentum, stay motivated. Both methods work. The best one is the one you actually stick with. Once high-interest debt is gone, your monthly cash flow opens up completely. Money that was funding your credit card company now belongs to your future. This is where wealth actually starts to build. Milestone 3, your very first investment account. Not a brokerage to gamble on stocks, a Roth IRA or your employer's 401k. These are tax-advantaged accounts that build real wealth over decades. Here is why this matters. Money invested at 25 grows very differently than money invested at 35. If you invest $200 a month starting at 25 at a 7% average return, you will have over $525,000 by 65. Wait until 35 to start? That same $200 a month grows to only $243,000 by 65. You contributed the same amount each month, but waiting just 10 years cost you $282,000. That is compound interest working against you. Start with your employer's 401k. If they match contributions, that is free money. A 3% match on a $50,000 salary means $1,500 per year added to your account for free. Never leave that on the table. If no 401k is available, open a Roth IRA. You can contribute up to $7,000 per year. Your investments grow tax-free. Withdrawals in retirement are also tax-free. It is one of the best tools regular people have. Milestone 4, reach net worth 0. This sounds strange, but for many people in their 20s, Net worth is deeply negative. Student loans, car loans, credit cards, the math adds up to being completely underwater. Net worth is simple. Add everything you own, savings, investments, car value, any assets. Subtract everything you owe, loans, cards, all debt. If the number is positive, you are above zero. That is milestone 4. Getting to zero does not mean you are rich. It means you have stopped digging the hole. You now own more than you owe. That mental shift, from negative to zero, changes how you think about money permanently. This means aggressively paying down student loans and car debt while slowly building assets on the side. Track your net worth every single month. Watch the number move. Make it a game you are determined to win. Milestone 5. A fully funded emergency fund. Not $1,000. 3 to 6 months of actual living expenses sitting in a high-yield savings account earning 4 to 5% interest while it waits. If your monthly expenses are $3,000, your target is $9,000 to $18,000. This cushion lets you quit a bad job, survive a medical issue, or ride out an economic downturn without spiraling into panic or more debt. Most people skip this because it feels boring. But a funded emergency fund separates people who stay calm in a crisis from people who spiral into deeper debt the moment life gets difficult. Milestone 6. Your first $10,000 invested. This is the psychological turning point, because watching $10,000 grow, even at just 7%, adds $700 in 1 year with zero extra work from you. That $700 reinvested keeps compounding year after year. The money starts working for you instead of you always working for the money. This is what passive income actually feels like at its foundational level. Getting to $10,000 invested takes real discipline. But once you are there, compound growth feels visible and real. Most people who reach this milestone never go back to destructive financial habits. It rewires your mindset completely. Milestone 7. Your first extra income stream. This is the milestone that changes everything, because a second income stream, even $300 to $500 extra per month, completely rewires your financial trajectory over time. An extra $400 a month invested over 20 years at 7% becomes over $246,000. From what? A side hustle, freelance work, content creation, rental income, or even dividend income from your existing investments. The goal is not to hustle forever. The goal is to build income that grows while you sleep. Even passive dividend income from $10,000 in dividend stocks at a 3% yield adds $300 per year automatically. Rich people do not just earn more, they earn from multiple sources. The average millionaire has 7 income streams. You do not need 7, but you absolutely need at least 2 before you turn 40. Milestone 8. Protecting what you have built. This means proper insurance, health coverage, life insurance if you have dependents, renters or homeowners policy, and disability coverage. One emergency without it can erase years of savings. Disability insurance is the most underrated financial tool most people ignore. If you are injured and cannot work, how long can you survive? If your emergency fund only lasts 6 months, disability coverage is not optional. Here is the contrast. Person A builds $40,000 in savings over 5 years with no insurance. One hospital stay wipes it completely out. Person B pays $150 a month for coverage. That $40,000 stays fully protected. Milestone 9. A clear, written financial plan for your future. Not just a budget, a plan mapping your income, investments, debt payoff timeline, retirement target, and wealth-building path all in one organized place. People who write down their financial goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. That stat alone should make you stop right now and grab a notebook. Your future is shaped by the plans your present self makes. Here is the contrast most people miss. 2 people, same income, same city, same starting point at age 25. By 40, one hits all 9 milestones and holds over $200,000 in net worth. The other does not. The other person spent 15 years upgrading their lifestyle. A newer car every 3 years, eating out 5 nights a week, spending every raise. Net worth at 40? Nearly zero. All the income, none of the wealth. They look identical from the outside. Same job title. Maybe the first person drives a slightly older car. But inside, one has options and the other has obligations. That is the only difference that truly matters. The trap most people fall into is called lifestyle inflation. Every raise becomes a bigger apartment, a newer phone, more subscriptions. Income goes up, but wealth never moves. This is the silent killer of financial growth. Breaking lifestyle inflation means making a deal with yourself. Every time income increases, half goes to your future and half goes to your lifestyle. You still enjoy the raise, but your future self wins alongside you. Let us talk about the psychology of why most people never hit these milestones. It is not intelligence. It is not income. It is the belief that wealth is for other people. People born with advantages you were not given. That belief is a lie. Most millionaires in America are first-generation wealth builders. They did not inherit it. They made a series of boring, consistent, patient financial decisions over 1 to 2 decades. That is the real secret. So where do you start today? Start with milestone 1. Open a savings account right now if you do not have one. Set an automatic transfer of even $25 per week. That is $1,300 in a year with zero effort. Then list your debts. Then open a Roth IRA. Then track your net worth every month, one milestone at a time. You do not need to do everything today. You just need to start and then refuse to stop. By the time you hit 40, if you start now, you will have something most people your age will never have: financial options. The option to quit, to pivot, to retire early, and to live entirely on your own terms. These 9 milestones are not about being perfect with money. They are about being intentional, because intentional beats accidental every single time. If this video helped you, subscribe now and share it with someone who needs this today.